My name is Betsy Smith. I am a Director of Development at the UNM School of Medicine. It is a great honor and a pleasure to be here with Dr. Gary Rosenberg, Director of the University of New Mexico Memory and Aging Center and Professor in the Department of Neurology. Dr. Rosenberg, how many New Mexicans suffer from Alzheimer's disease or other forms of dementia?
The estimates are that there are 40,000 patients who have dementia in New Mexico, and by 2050 that'll be 80,000. And for a state of 2 million, that's quite a few. And as the population ages, the number of people that will develop dementia continues to grow, particularly as we take better care of heart disease and cancer. And because of that, the university has focused on aging as a major area of interest across both campuses, the main campus and the medical school campus. And out of that interest, 5 years ago, Paul Roth, the chancellor, asked me if I'd start a center for memory and aging. So this became a freestanding center, still within the neurology department, and that gave us a lot of leeway in terms of developing new areas of research, clinical care, and also education. We have been a center for memory and aging since 2015. And during that time, several things have happened. One is we've expanded our clinical care. And the other thing that we've been able to do is obtain major NIH grant funding. The first grant was a large consortium grant, and that grant was focused on studying vascular disease as it impacts Alzheimer's disease, and that's a major focus now of research. And we developed the group, the 7 centers, developed some interesting biomarkers in order to separate the Alzheimer patients and the vascular patients. So that grant is now in its 5th year. We're following over 100 patients, and that has been a very important part of our Center for Memory and Aging. In August of this year, the NIH funded a Alzheimer's center. The idea behind these was to build infrastructure, which is people, buildings, and also to bring in diverse populations. So it was a perfect grant for us to get started. These will fund us for 3 years at $1 million a year to build into a large 5-year Alzheimer's disease center. So we have strong funding. We also have a lot of support from the administration in terms of funding, and also this new building, which I can explain a little bit. It's a standalone building which will have the Parkinson Movement Disorder Center, the Senior Health Group, which is the geriatrics department, clinics, and our memory and aging clinics. So it'll be a really amazing building, and it'll only be 5 minutes away from our major research building, which is also a major building because it has the mind, it has the brain behavioral research, and it has neurology. All within a walking distance will be a major coup for the university in terms of its aging research program, aging care program. Patients will be able to get the best, as good a care anywhere in the country, and then they'll also have access to all of the research. This will propel us into a position where we'll be able to, in another 3 years, when the Alzheimer exploratory grant is finished, we'll be able to obtain funding for the 5-year. And once we get the 5-year funding, that usually goes on and on and on. So I'm hopeful that with the money that we'll be getting, that we'll be able to build a big enough staff, faculty and research staff to continue with this work.